Who said it? Draft edition. Here's the first quote. And I know this one because I wrote the story at PFT. The most ridiculous thing I've heard is that I'm not the best player in this draft. Who do you think that is?
I think that's Kayvon.
Edge rusher.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, right? I believe. I feel like I saw that as well. Okay, good. Yep, he's been pretty, adamant about being the best player in the draft. Certainly hasn't been shy about throwing that out there.
We were talking yesterday about that. The Seahawks trading down from 9 if he's still on the board and getting more picks. Because he's a very fascinating prospect to me because he has the high-end talent. There is the criticism that, he takes some plays off and he doesn't bring it all the time. And there have been some cautionary tales in the past about guys who don't have the constant that you need, at the NFL level to be successful. But I think the guys... they're all potentially great. We'll find out. We talked about that yesterday, too.
Yeah.
Half of them are going to be great. Half of them are not going to be great. There's only one way to find out. Let's see if they can go be great in the NFL. All right, next one. Do you know how to handle all the things that it takes to be a quarterback? I definitely do, so I think I am QB1. I wrote this story, too, so I know the answer.
Well, this isn't fair, but then I'll go. I don't know this one, but I'm going to say it's Malik Willis. Nope.
Womp, womp, womp.
Damn it.
Kenny Pickett.
It was
your
Kenny
favorite
Pickett.
Prospect at quarterback.
You jerk.
For the 2020
Don't say that. Listen, that is what he does. Like we've talked about, he's the most ready to go right now. And he has the highest floor as well. But he's got the lowest ceiling, in my opinion, too, out of the big-time quarterbacks in the draft there. So he can be ready to go and help a team out right away in year one, and you can go, all right, we can run our offense to a degree here with this rookie quarterback because he's done it a little bit.
You made a great point yesterday, though. If Carolina takes him, they're going to be in for a rude awakening on day one.
Yes. I like what you wrote, I saw that you kind of wrote about it in one of the articles, too, and you said it the right way. I think you even said it better than I did. It's just it can cause problems in the locker room until you play a game, and then maybe when he plays and people go, oh, man, he's got it. But if a guy like him goes down to Carolina, like I said, there's going to guys in the locker room going to go, damn, Sam Darnold's arm's stronger, and he's got quicker feet and a quicker release, and damn, we took Kenny Pickett, and you're going to have that combo until people actually get to see Pickett go on the field, and then can go, oh, well, he's just a natural. He knows how to play the game. But until then, you're dealing with, you could have a little controversy in your building a little bit because the talent just doesn't smack everybody in the face, right? We hear GMs all the time go, like, one of the most nervous days of the year for them is that first practice after the draft because they want to make sure the first rounder looks better than the fifth rounder, for sure. Or you start to go, oh, no, did I mess some things up? And that goes with that type of thing as well, right? Where they want to make sure that guy we just drafted high is clearly the guy.
And it's as simple as a couple of guys get in the locker room and they're talking, and one says to the other, hey, what do you think of the new quarterback? And then one goes,
I don't know. Darnold was throwing dimes out there today. Right, exactly. Right.
All right, next quote. Somebody's always going to think you're trash. I want to be happy, so I'm not going to think about it. Words to live by.
That's a good one. That I think is where I'll go back to Malik Willis one more time here.
I agree on that one.
All right, good.
I agree.
All right, good. That was, people were critical of him, certainly.
Well, because he played at Liberty.
Yes.
Yesterday when we were talking about the he's a winner thing and how so much gets put on that, somebody emailed, hey, Malik Willis lost to West Point, and they only scored like 16 points that day. So if you can't beat Army, then, you don't belong in the NFL, basically. But, again, it's 11 guys on the field at any given time, and you have a defense, and you have a coaching staff. There are a lot of variables. One guy is not going to change the outcome of a game.
No, they're not. And, teams like Army can be tricky because they play a style of football that a lot of teams in college football don't play against. So all of a sudden they're going, oh, no, the option and all this stuff and, the wishbone, and I don't know how the hell to defend it. So that can be, again, yes. And Army was pretty good this year. People got to stop looking at one win. Matchups matter, how one team plays, all of that. Willis is raw. He is raw. He doesn't get to see all the prototypical quarterback things on a consistent basis, but what you do get to see is a guy that has got a live arm, a big-time arm, and a knack to move in the pocket and make some big throws that way too, and that's what excites me about him.
Last one, from a cornerback. There's nothing that's changed over the past couple of years. The teams know just by looking at the film that there is not a difference. Who said that?
Well, I'm going to go with the guy that worked out yesterday, Derek Stingley Jr. from LSU. I feel like I saw that.
Ding, ding, ding.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which I want to throw a challenge flag because the film is not the same as it was 2 years ago, his freshman year. Because the sophomore year and then the junior year, it was underwhelming. And I don't look at his workout yesterday to be, oh, man, that closed the door. He's for real. No, I don't. The times we get, right, Mike, 4.43, 4.45, that's 4.5 at the NFL Combine, a laser. This is hand time. Human error is real. At a 10th. So that I don't sit there and look at that and go, oh, wow, damn, he blew me out of the water. He is a top 10 pick. I was wrong.
Yeah, and look, his pro day was anywhere from 4.33 to 4.45, and
okay,
that's a problem. You got different surfaces, you've got different timing, and we're talking about flashes.
Exactly.
It's not. I mean, it's a 10th of a second. It's hardly any time at all, but it can be a huge difference when it comes to how a guy is regarded. And if it's a 4.33, yes, that's pretty good. 4.45, okay, that's still fast, but not quite as fast. And there are plenty of imperfections in that question of how quickly a guy covers 40 yards in a straight line without pads on and no football game being played. But for corners, it makes sense because what kind of recovery speed do you have?
Exactly.
If the guy runs by you, how quickly can you get back in position to do something about it?
Yes, exactly. And, here we're sending out some tweets of, the official time from the workout came out as 4.43, 4.45. You see Jim Nagy here from the Senior Bowl. He's trying to say what I said. The differences are there's a difference between an electric laser finish as compared to, like you're talking about, a split second, a guy trying to look at, with his hand and, his eyes and all that and see it all together and do it that way. There is a difference there. But you said it right. That's right. You're playing corner and you're covering guys that run 4.5 and 4.4 and high 4.3s. And like you said yesterday, they know where they're going. You better be faster. And you have to be. And it's a basic one for me at corner because the greatest ones in the history of the sport, for the most part, and when you go to the, Darrell Green, Deion Sanders, Darrell Revis, Champ Baileys of the world and get in that conversation, they're 4.3 guys. They're all 4.3 guys, if not 4.2 guys. And there's a difference between that and the mid 4.4s and a 4.5 at corner.
They always say in any election, the most important guy is the one who counts the votes. I mean, in something like this, the most important guy is the one with the stopwatch. And there's an art to that, too.
There is.
When are you hitting that button? Are you anticipating based upon how he's getting down the line? All right, here it comes, and I'm gonna time it so I'm hitting it just as he passes the finish line. Or are you waiting to see him pass the finish line when you hit it? You can build in a 10th of a second easily right there.
There's discrepancies there. Exactly right. So and if you talk to scouts, a lot of them have their own little different formula as far as what they look for or what they do. So it's not consistent. It's a good baseline for the scout to have in their book, and they write that. But they all feel much more comfortable about the guy that ran at the Combine because they know it's scientific. And it's gotten really scientific at the Combine to where, yes, we have the laser finish. We got that. But they're going back and watching the tape and then making sure the clock was started at the right time as well. So it's foolproof. With this, it's not. We're just going by the guy that we think has the most consistent thumb on the stopwatch. That's all we're going by.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.